Anything fun?
Yeah, the bye week was real good, you know. It was just, getting back, getting your body ready, get ready for this week, and, just getting ready for the rest of the season, you know. It was a good bye week, though.
I'm sure some frustration on the defensive side for how the first month of the season went. How do you channel that positively heading into the month of October?
Coach McGee really been talking about, the leaders leading, I'm a vet guy, so, I got to do a better job leading the guys, and just starting with me, just leading the group and everybody just talking, really. Everybody communicating, being on the same page.
Was it hard to have an extra week between games to have that in your mind, or were you able to get rid of it real quick?
No, we was able to get rid of it real quick because it just allowed us from our preparation, allowed us to get our bodies ready, and just having that mental focus we're never going to need.
Going into conference play, it's kind of a new season, if you will. Is there kind of a refresh, a reset in a way that the team's kind of approaching it with?
Yeah, our mindset, this year is just, be as physical. No one's going to be more physical than us, and just win the East. Just win the East. Everyone we play want to dominate the East regardless who we play.
What's the mentality got to be down in the defensive line, in the trenches, doing the hardest work to achieve that goal?
I be telling my brothers too, like Ian, I be telling Henry, I be telling Bishop, I be telling Jabril, like, ain't nobody gonna come save us. It's just us out there. It's just us. Either you gonna swim or you gonna drown. I don't know, nobody don't want to drown though. I know y'all don't want to drown.
And a challenge this week with what James Madison does, running the ball on offense. I guess what are going to be your keys and your group's keys to have a successful day against that group?
Physicality. That's the mission. That's the goal right there. Just be physical up front.
I mean, with them having such a good rushing attack, are you guys kind of viewing that as like a big dog coming in, and you're approaching the challenge with ready to go?
I wouldn't say that, but we understand our scheme. We understand what we're going to get, and I understand my brothers why, and I understand why they do what they do, and their physicality it's always going to come down to the physicality when you're dealing with the front seven.
Is the physicality going to be a big key to get things started in the right direction?
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
You mentioned your why. I see you're wearing a pendant. Could you kind of tell us who that is and speak on how?
This is my Uncle Meaty on my dad's side. My pops is the oldest, so this was my pops' younger brother. They was only a year separate. I'm the oldest too. I got two younger brothers, Langston and Emerson, and basically all it just really means to me was, my pops told me he felt like they weren't really pushed in the right direction. They didn't have nobody pushing them, so that's why I always have a why. I always got people over me. I always got people pushing me no matter the circumstances.
Are you looking at this next, now the conference games are starting, is it just kind of a reset and starting over?
Yeah, it's definitely a reset, but right now our focus is JMU for sure.
What this week like in your room, and what are you seeing when you look at them, you guys in the film that you've seen?
From JMU?
Yeah.
A lot of downhill runs, a lot of inside runs. It's just big boy ball, trench ball. It's gonna be on the D-line.
Cam kind of mentioned that the energy is still high, in the locker room, and I just, want to have you speak on that and speak on how you guys are able to, come to work every day with the high energy.
It's just because we know what we have in the locker room. That's what it boils down to, and it goes back to our whys. I know Cam's why. Cam knows my why. Like, I know why they're doing this. I know why everyone's showing up in the locker room every morning. So that's why the energy is always high.
Seems like a deeper defensive line group this year, a couple more guys playing. You're seeing maybe a bigger role from a guy like Bishop. I guess, what have you seen from the guys around you, how they've been able to grow and maybe earn some more playing time?
Yeah, really it's just growth because a lot of the guys are young, I didn't really get a lot of playing time till like my redshirt junior year, so I really started playing a lot. So it's just good seeing those guys, seeing their growth a lot during these first 4 games and just seeing how their minds develop and how their bodies develop too, just working.
Yes. When one of them makes a good play or whatever, I guess, what point can you kind of register what they were able to do? Is it not until film just because you're doing your own thing on a given play?
Mm-hmm. Coach Chuck always tells us, don't be robots, and he can only coach each player to their ability. So, if Tay makes a play, I know Tay made that play because Tay's strong. He played with a lot of leverage, so it's just props to Tay,
Any other questions?
That's it. Appreciate y'all, man.